Você vê que melhora tudo, material, design é diferente, então as coisas vão mudando cada vez mais rápido.
You see how the game is changing, and there's more high intensity movements, more sprints, and we're constantly pushing ourselves as well, getting faster and more agile and having better touch.
Sou atacante e atacante precisa de ser ágil, de estar confortável, de estar, acho que rápido, né? De estar se sentindo bem dentro de campo. Então eu acho que com uma chuteira leve e confortável você consegue ser mais rápido, mais ágil, que nada te incomode embaixo, você fique tranquilo como se fosse descalço. Então essas são as coisas mais importantes.
Truth is, every boot has to go through this very hard test through fit, touch and traction and even style. So I think it's important to make sure that obviously starting with them, Neymars of the world, Isco, Higuain, Cavani, Rooney, the one thing was for sure, if it works for them, because they are by far the most demanding, most likely will work for every other player.
Designing our fit, we really analysed how the body moves in motion within our Nike Sports Research Lab on campus, but also very simple methods that we could do out on the field. Like this example of how we took white socks out to players, got them to wear the sock, position themselves in like the agile movements, so this is the forward propulsion. Once we spray painted the sock in those positions, they return their foot to a more neutral position, and it really shows exactly where we need to allow the boot to move symbiotically with the foot. So we then realised that to enhance agility, you really need to lock the foot down onto the plate. So to do that, we use Nike Flywire technology. So Nike Flywire is kind of like a real lockdown system that moves symbiotically with the foot. The Hypervenom 1 was the first boot. We used a full mesh upper. For the Hypervenom 2, we've really developed that further by making a more responsive mesh. So the top beds and the bottom beds of the mesh, all these floating fibers create like a spring-like effect. So for the control of the ball, it kind of dampens, and then when you want to get through and strike, it really protects the foot and creates more power on the ball and reduces that slap. And then on traction, we created a new softer compound for the plate. So it really allows the plate to move more naturally with the foot and symbiotically with the foot. Also allows us to really enhance the decoupling of the big toe, the first met you see here. So by decoupling that big toe, you can get more forward momentum and propulsion and make those tight cuts and turns. And then the addition of the style. For this we took inspiration from nature like we did with the Hypervenom 1, but we kind of like took it a step further and really focusing on the spider for this boot. You have the deceptive creatures in nature who are kind of really hidden within their environment, but when they come to attack, they really spread their chest and reveal their deadly colours and really intimidate their prey. So, aligning with Neymar's style of play, we executed that in the boot through a very deceptive, sort of a wolf grey upper, hinting at the deadliness through this sidewall graphic. And then, once like a player like Neymar, once he gets past the defence, he just flashes his colours, and that's like super intimidating for the defence, and they're just like, I'm done, I'm beaten.
E ela se encaixa por ser diferente, né? Por ser praticamente ousada. Quando você olha para ela, você vê cano alto, você nunca viu no futebol. Então é uma coisa diferente, acho que por isso se encaixa comigo.
The game continues to evolve, so I think a lot of that has to do with product innovation. In other words, how much better will this boot make you as a striker or as a midfielder? That is the ultimate goal, to be honest, is like how much better I can make not just Neymar, but everyone who steps on the field every other Sunday.